The brink and the camera is crooked. Today, we are going to be talking about my channel updates. And so, channel update, website update. I've mentioned multiple times that I've been working on a channel or a website for a good long while. I also do some other stuff off the side. And I have like kind of a big announcement that's happened in my life that is going to essentially give me a lot more free time for right now. And so I want to spend it wisely. I want to spend it on the channel and the website and also enjoy, doing some features, some whatever it is that you guys are going to benefit from, I'll benefit from, and also just build a community. So there's a lot to talk about. It will still be kind of like one of our Let's Chats, but I'm also going to be mentioning a couple things that's coming up. I'll be doing my announcement soon. I just want to give it some time for it to, for people to come in, and then we'll do some Q&A and we'll try that feature out, and we'll be doing a little bit more of these this week just because of the free time. Give me 1 second as I pull up. Let's see here. So how's everyone doing while we're waiting before I do the announcement? You guys doing well? Let's see. Because we're going to do it soon. I just want to make sure that we get enough people in before we start. And this is a very not common time for me to do this, so yeah. Hey, Bloodbath, how you doing? Glad to hear. Oh, yeah, doing great. I'm glad you're doing great. I am doing good also myself. So, yeah, thanks, man. No, that's the thing. I want to talk about doing more deck community stuff and all that. So, Benjamin, hey, what's up? Lomke, hey. Matt Stark, not too bad here. How are you? I am doing pretty good. Gonna have a lot of free time this week, or the next following weeks, and so I want to make sure I spend it right. I have a lot of projects, a bunch of different ones, including Steam Deck and non-Steam Deck, so I want to make sure that we're that my time's kind of put towards the right area that people might benefit the most from. So we'll cover video topics. We're going to cover topics that include just like my deck revealed, whether it be podcast or like the application I kind of made, right, where you're able to utilize apps inside your deck in an easy way. Now, it could have been a plugin. There's a lot of things it could have been, but without it being a Chrome app with a couple of things enabled, you wouldn't be able to use your controller to play cloud games, so Xbox and so, GeForce Now and whatnot. That's one of the big reasons why I went with the Chrome route and not a plugin. I'm still investigating the plugin and all that, but we'll get into, I guess, updates on that later. So, Brinkinator, the Blowjack, yay, how's it going, man? Wolf, always good to see you. Let's see. Loris, good, and you? I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. Good as I could be. Bloodbath. Okay, we already talked. Proud Steam Deck owner myself, and I love your channel. Thank you so much. Well, what do you like about the channel, Proud? Or not Proud. Bloodbath. I was looking at something else. Oh, yep. We got some Brandon Kitchens, a.k.a. Chad Cat and Baby. What's up from the Duo fam? Welcome. PS5 Gurus. What's up, dudes? Hey, what's up, man? Okay. So, yeah, we're going to get to the announcement here in a second. It's kind of a weird announcement to do, but we're going to do it. Let me just get this kind of put together. Okay, and then also, let's get this Q&A started. I'm going to start a Q&A that you can answer while I do my announcement. Let's see, start a Q&A. Hold on. Let's see here. I don't know how to do the QA stuff very well. We'll come back to it. Can we put chillin'? PS5 gurus. Good. Okay. So, like I said, I mean, that's what this is, like a big channel, website and update. I have a lot more free time. To now work on the website and some videos. You'll be seeing a video probably every day. I'm going to count this one as today's video, as it's a stream, but you're going to be seeing a lot more videos, and you're going to be seeing the website actually is almost to the point where just content's going to be on there. You're going to see a lot of accessories. You're going to see a lot of different things that I've been working on over the past few months get actually updated and actually pushed out. So it'll be a really good resource for deck owners and just gamers. So it's going to be something that it's a passion project, and I'm hoping that I get a lot of engagement soon from you guys and from the community. And part of that is I'm just really want to make sure it is really good and very intuitive and whatever else needs to happen from it. I've done web development for 10 years. I've done mobile development for many years too. I've done some game development, and that's one of my passions for the future. But for now, I want to get this community going because I've been having a lot of fun with it. I am having all this time. Cool, sir. Well, you're half right. Okay, however you want to say it. So there was a lot of tech layoffs this week. I was also a victim of one of them. I got laid off this week. I have a severance, but I do need to find... I will be finding another job, but in the meantime, I have a lot of time to spend on the channel. I have a lot of videos. I have like 100+ video ideas to do. Obviously, I'm going to be doing those, not all of those, though. Some of them are just, anytime I have an idea, throw it out there, and I'm going to be working. Yeah, that's why you can't joke, cool, sir. You can't joke. Honestly, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. In my profession, and especially with how much experience I have, I'm not too worried. But yeah, well, thanks, Chad and everyone. I know I didn't work at Facebook, low key, and I didn't work at Twitter. So those are the ones that you heard about. So the layoffs that you heard from those places, they were, pretty pronounced in the sense that, like, there's so many people that got laid off. Twitter is just a shit show right now. Facebook is too. They have their, like, from this, things can come that are really good in the sense of from those companies. Doesn't mean that's what they're doing is right, but excuse me. In the tailwinds of the market and everything else, other companies are also doing layoffs. My company was one of those. And in my position, it just made sense to them, I guess, to lay me off. I was an engineering manager, and so, yeah, that's what happened. And then it really does suck. It's never great to hear that essentially, and as much as you tell yourself, you're like, oh, am I good enough or not? There's always that lingering thought, but in the end, I'm trying to spin this as a good thing. I want to work on Games Revealed. I want to work on doing some more stuff for the community, in the Steam Deck community, that is. That's the main community that I can work in right now. But along with that, I hope some cool stuff comes from just in the gaming community from some of the stuff I'm working on. We'll get to a list I'm going to have on the website in the next few days, a list that you can upvote. You'll have 3 upvotes, and upvote what you want the most from the channel and from the website. And then we'll do it one by one. So whatever's the highest on the list, we'll go through and get it done. So I'm going to get to some of your guys' comments, and then we'll continue on with this. Sorry, I am a little behind. Where did they pick this jump? Vine Smash, weird that they picked this channel to announce Switch to. That would be an awesome one. Yeah, so it was just a tailwind. A lot of companies were laying people off this week. It's the crappiest part about it is that then get put into a market where I have to now find a job with a bunch of other people. I am lucky enough because I have a lot more experience and a lot more years about it. So, but like I said, I'm going to look at this as a good thing for me and get stuff done. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Chad and Kat. They said you will figure it out. You're a smart, really smart man. Well, thank you. Loris, sorry to hear, man. Thank you. Benjamin, sorry about that. Loris, just sucks. I hope I'm saying I'm probably not saying your name right, but I apologize. Just sucks this time of year. It really does. This time of year, it really is just really frustrating that they also chose right before. And I know why they did it, but because doing it any later into the year, it would be kind of cruel. So a lot of companies tend to fire and hire towards the end of the year and at the beginning of the year. So it's just a crappy time to have that kind of issue. So let's see here. Lomkey, seeing your skill with limited time on the website and other things you do won't be too long until you find something new. Oh, yeah, no. It's true, Lomkey. Bloodbath, smash that like button, guys. Yes, true. Smash the like button. And that's one of the things I'm here. Like, during this process, I would love to also, I make money off this. I pretty much always put it back into the company. So it's not like I'm pocketing it. It's not like it's wrong to pocket it either. But I put it back into it, whether paying an editor or just doing giveaways and all that. So some of that will still continue. So don't worry. But I will be doing a membership soon. I will be doing a lot of other things. I was hoping to have that further along, but I'll still showcase it, and then we'll do some Q&A. And then, yes. Hey Brink from Wolf. Hey Brink, I'll set up the Q&A. What do you want me to ask as an overall thing? What topics do you want me to touch on? What questions do you have? Yeah, I want to know what people want for me as content. What is like the most, like if I could ask a question, but then you guys can also ask questions, I guess, and I'll have answers and you have answers. This is a Q&A on you guys. I'm going to ask you guys questions. You're going to give me answers, but we can flip it too. What kind of content do you want to see from me? Do you want more heavier into Steam Deck, heavier into just some games? I am going to be doing some streaming because I have free time this week on my alt channel for once, like I've been promising for the past few months on TH3BRINK, The Brink. And so I will be doing more of those. So if you want to go over and chat with me while I play games, I will be doing that. Right now I'm playing Dying Light 2, I believe, is what I want to try to wrap up. So we'll be playing some of that. That's a fun one. I usually wander around killing zombies while I chat with people when I've done it in the past. So I'll be doing some more live streams. I'll be doing some more of playing games, actually, on my alt, but also be doing more Steam Deck content. I also have a lot of promises, in the end, the universe is like, you need to fulfill some of your promises. I have promised a lot of stuff over the past few months, whether or not be website, whether or not the website, honestly, doesn't look like a lot's been done to it because I've been actually creating a little bit more complicated than I should have, solution to content management and user experience. So you're going to have some pretty interesting things coming from that. With that, some of them will be unlocked through memberships, like topics, additional live streams, and all that. There's the reasons why I'm doing that right now. Obviously, I'll land back on my feet and I'll get a job. Honestly, once I hit a threshold on this and making enough money off this, I'll be doing this full time. But this and working on my video game, those are the two things I'd want to work on. And I should take the time to do my video game, but I really need to catch up with Games Revealed and do all the good stuff there. So some of the content I'm missing out on is I still have an INEO Air review to do, and I still have to do the Steam Deck or the Steam OS on the INEO Air, at least get that working. So we'll have some streams with that. With the review, I know it's probably not going to be the most requested things, as the INEO Air, the INEO 2 is coming out, the INEO Geek is coming out, but I have a lot of guides I need to wrap up. I also have the Deck Revealed software that I'm kind of working on right now. It's V1 is just the Chromecast thing. So if you saw my website on setting up all your applications or web applications on the deck with the with my tutorial / guide, I want to turn that into an actual app. It's going to take some research and all that, and like donations and all that will help go to that, in the sense of it's just a way, like with a lot of things like open source and all that, it's a way to help pay and put focus that, like, hey, if I'm getting money and donations and memberships for that, let's say, and that's where you want to put your emphasis for me to do, like your votes for me to do it, I will work more on that so that there's a more flushed out solution. Along with that would be more boot videos, easier to install boot videos. Like there's some plugins out there. I could create a Games Revealed plugin or piggyback off and use my own system with this app I'm talking about. So that's one of the ideas that I have, and one of the things I'll be doing. The videos will be really easy for me, in the sense of, like, I do a lot of research into them, do a lot, put a lot, but they're not going to be too difficult to do, at least for this week, as they've been all planned out. That's why you haven't seen too many videos in the past few month and a half, maybe 2 months, is that some of them I've been researching a little bit more than I should have, and then I'd always go and grab something else and do that instead. So let's see here. Let's get back to chat. Yeah, so yeah, if you have any questions, do that Q&A. I've never really done it before, but throw one out there. It's kind of weird. Cool, sir. Well, at least you have lots of things you can sell. No more Steam Deck. Well, at least you. Wait, what? Cool, sir. Vine Smash. I have a feeling you'll be in. I'll be in your shoes soon. But what can you do? Oh man, I'm sorry, Vine Smash. That sucks. Bisexual Blur, did you ever get Nintendo 64 controllers for your deck? I've been having lots of trouble trying to get mine up and running properly. I have not. I should get some, shouldn't I? It's a little harder to spend money when you're like, am I going to be making money in a month or two? But I think I will pick some of those up soon. Bisexual Blur. Cool. Let's see. My favorite content is the live streams, Vine Smash. Yes, I think I already read that one. Cool, sir. I think instructional videos on hard to set up games on Steam Deck. I see people all the time how to get this game or that working. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's not it's a lot of effort for low views / reward, I feel like. I'm not always, like, obviously you can see that some of my videos, I know, like some gaming reviews, I'm just not going to get amazing views on. That's fine. I do my passion content, and then I'll do the content I also enjoy doing, but I think will do well too. Like some tips and tricks stuff I wanted to do in the near future. I also have a huge PlayStation remote streaming guide kind of like setup I'm going to be doing again, like another video on that. I know it's like the 4th one, but I think it's going to be the final one because there's a whole new solution for that. Will I see questions in there? Okay, I'll go look at the questions here in a second. I just want to, okay. So yes, cool, sir. I'm not against that. Cool, sir. Yes, OnlyFans videos, once we hit a certain amount of memberships, it's going to be James Revealed. No, I'm just messing. Yeah, no, I need to do a lot more working out to do something like that. Okay, let's see here. Questions. Lomkey, let's see. I think I selected it. Okay. What about video on Steam OS update? What's changed? Why did it go away? What's changed and deep dive into it. Yeah, I do plan on doing a video, actually. I was going to do it today. I pushed it off by doing other things on the website to get it ready for voting and all that. I know it's a little old now, like 3 days old, but I do plan on doing a video on the OS update and all that stuff. Honestly, the biggest thing about it and the thing I'm most excited for with the newest update is, oh, it already went away. Weird. Sorry. Getting distracted with this Q&A stuff. The biggest thing that I'm excited for is mounting, auto mounting of drives. So if you put a thumb drive into your Steam Deck while it's in game mode, it will auto mount it. And then you have the ability to unmount it inside of, I believe, the storage and settings. That is the thing I'm most excited for, because before you had to run a script, and some of the scripts are kind of, so. Benjamin, oh, hey, welcome back, Benjamin. Let's see, we'll select this now. Benjamin wants to see dorm room guide setup games for Steam Deck. What would you want to see from that? Would you want to see something along the lines of like, how would I work with my space with a Steam Deck? What are some good ideas? As I'm not in a dorm room, but I have been in pretty small rooms before in the past, I'm kind of curious. Are you looking to have roommates and other people play with you? You want games for that? You want games for maybe dates? You want games for, or not games, but like ideas on how to mount it, how much easier it is to consume in different areas. Like, obviously all the stuff I'm saying, you're probably gonna be like, yeah, I want all that. But I'm kind of curious really what, because I'm not in that situation anymore. Like, I haven't been in that situation in a long time. What is it that you really want to do with your deck and what you want your deck to do for you? And I'll look at the comments here in a second and let you guys, this is more like a Q&A. You guys throw that out. I'll respond a little bit and you can do your respond back and I'll check it out in the chat and we'll go on to the next question. Question/statement or whatever. Loris, I want to know how to emulate, where to get ROMs and all. I know discretion and all, but I have no clue how to's on X plugin or programs and such. Yes. Okay. I do plan on doing a lot more guides. I have a whole section where you're going to see guides coming to the website and you're going to see guides coming to my videos. So when I do a video for like I'm going to hit a threshold soon. Once I hit a certain threshold, man, chat is so weird. Not you guys, but like the chat system on this that I'm using right now is so weird. So yeah, I plan on doing, like, there's going to be a companion guide on the website to a video. So you could potentially use either one, or you could just use, you should be fine just using the video. The video is going to be your most, is probably going to be the best one. Oh, I probably should switch over to this. Not report. Oh, man, I almost selected report. And this is the question I'm talking about. Cooltzer, now that you're officially poor, yeah, thank you, Cooltzer, for the donation of $20. It's really great of you. You've wanted this for so many months. You joke about me in the job where I'm like, I'm not in need of money, and obviously without having a job, it's, I'll need money eventually. So yes, I will be needing it. And all the donations, if you could do any donations, Lomkey, we're all poor now. Well, thank you, Lomkey, for the donation. Honestly, like in the end of the day, I want to be able to do memberships and do I love the donations, and don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative. What I'd love to see is memberships and I'm going to have a little thing on the website on a place that you can, you don't have to commit, but say, hey, I'm willing to buy, do a membership. I'm going to do 2, maybe 3 different tiers of memberships, and beyond that, we'll figure it out. I don't want to do 3. It seems like way too much. I'm just going to do probably one main one and then one if you really want to donate. And what that will do is just, it will fund the projects I do. It will fund, because I do have people, one person edit, which I'm not going to call it today, but I've called out in the past, that edit and does some other stuff that helps me so I can do the content and other stuff easier. And so I want, like, I'd love that to be the main way people donate and get a lot out of it. So I really like, you'll be able to choose topics. In the second tier, the more, a little bit more expensive one, you're going to be able to pick topics that I do every month. You'll get one topic you can pick a month until we have to adjust it if there's too many people. But yeah, it's going to be pretty feature packed, and I'm hoping that you guys will like it. Okay, back to this questions. Well, yeah, the guide stuff. The guide, the website will also have a lot of updates to the guide, so I don't have to do as many updated videos. I don't mind doing updated videos, but it will have more there so you can see updates. Like, let's say the PlayStation 1 alone had a couple updates, right? That one would have been hard not to update over time, as really the way I showed you how to do it was using this one web application, and then it doesn't work anymore. And so if you don't even look at the comments to see, hey, I pinned the top comment to say, you can go to this one place to find, or actually I made a tool actually to make it so that you can get your user, your account ID for the Chiaki program. The Chiaki program came out with some new stuff now, makes it even better, but I'll get into that in another video. At the end of the day, I need to make a new video now, right? Well, I'm hoping in the future, if there's just little updates, you'll find them at the guide's website instead of me updating it all the time. I'm okay doing the same videos over and over again. I just have a lot of other videos I want to get to, but I know that a lot of people like that. So yes, plugins is a big one. Plugins, Loris, is kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah. So yeah, plugins. So when there's a new major update, it can potentially destroy the plugin system. So you have to uninstall, reinstall. The video I have for plugins is probably a little dated now. My plugins have kind of recovered, but they didn't work there for a little bit, and I didn't really touch it at the moment because I had everything enabled that I needed to, so I didn't need to touch them at the time. I'm getting back into that. I'm also curious if I should even do like my own plugin or do my own application or service. So you'd still install it on the desktop side and manage it through a service or something, which would allow me to potentially make changes like to the boot videos and all that without having to create a plugin. Plugins are a little bit more susceptible to big update changes. The application I'd make would be less. The problem is you'd have to launch it and then run it simultaneously with your other applications. Let's say if you want Spotify, which is one of the things I've added to the Deck Revealed app store, whatever you want to call it. You can go and select like Netflix, Spotify, whatever. You can listen to music while you're playing a game. With a plugin or with their system, there's even a potential that I could do picture-in-picture where you could watch YouTube while you play a game, meaning it's in the bottom right. Like, and there's some browser extensions that allow for it. I haven't tried that out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do. And I have a lot of ideas. So that's why I'm kind of excited, weirdly enough, by not having a job now, to be working on this more. I love doing tinkering. I love doing all this, but I want to make sure I can also get very distracted, if you haven't noticed, with some of my live streams. They get kind of off in the woods, but I definitely do think. Oh, nice. So M2IJ. I call the site app launcher since that's what it does, and it's always the first thing alphabetically for me. Yeah, honestly, I'll redo my guide on doing it. I think you have a great idea there, Jay. I should have called it Apple Launcher. Honestly, I was just trying to get something doing. Because some days when I'm working on this, I work from probably, I was working from like 8 to 5 with about an hour break for lunch. And then I'd spend time with family a little bit during the day, mostly at night. And then I'd have some time either early in the morning or late into the night to work on this. And so, yeah, I didn't want to call it an app store, but Apple Launcher is honestly a really good name for that. And I'm like, app store sounds stupid because this isn't really an app store. Yeah, no, thanks, man. Yeah, and about the update, I don't know if I'm going to get to it in this live stream. I want to have more time to read through it. I read through it once or twice, but I want more time. Okay, Stranger X, pretty sure. Oh, let's go to selecting this question. Blah. Stranger X, pretty sure I bricked my deck with either JSOC's dock or because of tinkering in the desktop mode with a 64 gig and running out of space. Is it risky to replace the SSD? It is not risky to replace it per se. There is always going to be risk when you're opening your case. I get a little frustrated when people say there's no risk to opening your case. There's risk. But you can open it, swap it out with the new SSD. You can also go into recovery mode. I swear they fixed this bug already, but you can go into recovery mode, or you can just reinstall your operating system. Good chance that if you just download onto a USB-C, probably USB-C, but you can be a USB just stick, and if you have a dongle. But if you want to just plug it directly into the deck, a USB-C, thumb drive, you download onto it the recovery ISO, the recovery image from, I don't know if it's an ISO, I'm assuming it's an ISO, from Valve that will allow you to plug it in to your deck when you reboot. You can, there's options to do it, and I'm not going to do it right now because I will be making a video on it very soon, to where you can boot into a selection menu where you can select the thumb drive and boot from that, and then you can refresh your SteamOS. Okay, Strange X. Okay, so you factory set. Okay. I missed that part. So, yes, an SSD will help reduce that. Also, getting a manager for your shader cache could also help with that too. I don't think it was bricked from the JSOC dock, by the way. I don't think it bricked it. So, okay, just popped in to say I love your content and great work on the channel. Thank you so much. Cool, sir. Optimism, that's the spirit, by the way. I know where you can cash your EBT card for cash. Oh, my gosh. We'll see about that. I actually set up a lot of functionality and emulation stuff thanks to you pointing me in the right direction. Good stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I need to do more emulation, though. The emulation, kind of giving back a little bit to the emulation side of Loris, emulation takes there's just a lot to emulation. I don't plan on doing a very extensive guide on emulation because it takes a lot of work. A lot of things can break down in the process between my guide being released and whatnot. What I'll probably do is do an initial tutorial on setting it all up with DeckU. DeckMU. I always EmuDeck? EmuDeck? DeckU. EmuDeck. I always get that all wrong. So I plan on doing like an overview video of that and making it really easy for you to set everything up. Then I'm going to show you what you need to do with BIOSes and also ROMs where you can throw those. And then I'm going to give you a really quick hint. You really should try to buy the games. I really believe in like clean emulation where you own the game and emulate it and play it that way. There's no reason to have thousands of ROMs that you're never going to play. There's always going to be I feel like with a lot of older games, you're going to have your tried and true 10, 20, maybe even 40 games that you love. Pretty sure some of them you've already bought. You can rip some of those. I even have this device, which I will be doing probably a stream on, honestly. In fact, the next stream will probably be this. We'll be ripping off my... do I even have it? I have to find it now. But I have a game for the Game Boy Advance that will be using this to rip. I don't know. I don't remember the terminology for it, but essentially rip. It makes me think of like a disc, ripping a disc, right? Back in good old days. And I'll get to your donation here in a sec. M2I J. Matey J. So, wow, I derailed myself really hard. With ROMs and BIOSes, BIOSes kind of do suck. I think I did point it out in one of my videos. Like you'd have to go searching through my streams a while ago. I pointed out a little bit of a direction. But with ROMs and BIOSes, Google search is your friend. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you just search a couple of terms, I'm not going to say anything more than that, you can figure it out pretty quick on some of those things. Just be wary, have an antivirus or whatnot when doing it. But at the same time, I don't feel as bad too. If you own the game and you don't have a way to rip it, then yeah, go for it. Go on and see if you can find some. Okay, that's enough of that topic. Let me get to some comments and I'll get to your thing, Wolf. Okay, Jay, couple things to clean up the site. The launch button seems unnecessary since clicking anywhere opens the app. Remove the button on my apps doesn't work. Oh, thank you, Jay. Yeah, no, I'll fix that. The launch button was removed. Then I had a comment of someone complaining that I can't launch my apps anymore. So I will need to figure that out. And maybe I shouldn't worry about the one person that can't do it. But Jay, I originally had it there because I'm going to be doing a detail view eventually, or be working through it. But I agree, the launch button is not necessary. You can click anywhere. The remove button, I'm pretty sure it's worked for other people. I will double check and make sure it works for you, Jay. And I will have a support. And that's another thing. If you're a member, I'm going to have additional support areas. So if you open up a support ticket on any of the stuff I have, you're going to be able to have much sooner responses from me. Yeah, let's say if you go with the $5 tier, is $5 worth like 30 minutes of my time, an hour? I'm not saying I'm worth a lot. It's just not necessarily, but I'm willing to help out where I can. So in the end, the membership will also come with that more and more, where I'll have like a support button where you can contact me, but the likelihood of me doing some of it is, like, if you haven't noticed, it just takes me a little bit of time to get to certain things. That's because I have a very busy schedule. A little less now, but when prioritized to where if I know I can, and that's another thing with the memberships, they help me get to doing this full time to where I do have more time making sure that certain parts of the site are up and running. I have a Q&A / place where people can go to figure out their problems. I have a lot of things I've kind of saved over the times to put in there to where if you're having an issue, you can go research it and see there. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Honestly, there's things that need to be cleaned up. I agree. There's a lot of things on the website that really need to be cleaned up. And once again, thanks for the donations, everyone. Jay, Coulter, and Lomkey, you guys rock. Okay, Stranger X. Okay, thank you. I assumed it was because of running out of storage, not the dock. I've been following your channel for several months. You're awesome, dude. Thank you, man. That's so awesome. I love hearing that. So, yeah, it was probably, I swear they fixed that, but it was probably shader cache eating up all the space. Once, I guess they didn't. Maybe they said they were working on it and they just never got to it. And maybe the newest update, is looking pretty spicy. We can go through it if you want a little bit towards the end of the stream if we get through everything in time and just chat about a couple of things. But I'll tell you one thing, the one thing I'm most excited about, I couldn't read any more almost because I saw the auto mounting just built in for my drive. So this right here, this will auto mount. So if you get the M.2, which I'm trying to decide if I should sell it or give it away. I might be doing a giveaway with one of these M.2s. And then you can also see I have my project little caddy / bookshelf thingy over here that I'll be doing a lot more with. Yes. Okay, Loris, I really just want to play Super Metroid to start. Oh, yep. I'm going to say it right now. Just search Super Metroid plus another word, and you'll probably find it. It does take a little bit of searching, but that's, yeah. And Jay, the delete button works when you have added your own site, but if you add an app that was already there, it doesn't remove the Oh. Okay, so when you, yeah, I know, it's a little weird. I need to also preface which is which. One that's yours, one that's not. I need to put some categories and stuff in there, or tags. Yeah, I could see that. With the, okay, I tested the minus button where it essentially just removes it. It was originally going to be like a favorited button, but I figured it's kind of weird. I might even actually make it so you have to go into a store, like it'd navigate to another screen, and you'd select your apps, and then you'd have your main app section. I don't know which one you like more, Jay, but you're more than welcome to shout it out on that. Stranger X, just because I've been following the channel and you have really helped. Thanks, dude. Yes, thank you, man. And thanks for the $10. That's so appreciated. And it's going to go towards more content. So honestly, hopefully you get your investment back with more stuff to do on the deck and more, hopefully, entertainment. Am I considered entertainment? I go about doing things a little bit, what is it, worse, better, different? I don't know. But I guess it could be entertainment. Emilio, and next coffee is on us. Hey, thanks, man. That's $20 will get me like 3 coffees at my favorite coffee shop, which is Dutch Bros. I do love me some Dutch Bros. And I will be, for sure, throwing that towards coffee so I can stay up and get these things done. So thank you, man. Stranger X, that's why I sent you 10. You've helped me install Game Pass and several other things. Well worth the 10. Well, thanks, man. I'm hoping that, I'm hoping to have more content in the future that's going to help you get things set up. It's honestly, I like doing tutorials. I was a little skeptical of doing tutorials and guides in the beginning because, even now, a lot of times someone doesn't do it right. Like I'll have and some of my guides are a little older, I'll admit, but they still technically work. You just have to work around a little bit more. I usually put comments in there to help with that. But there's always, without a doubt, I'll have, a bunch of people say, I did it, thank you. And then I'll have someone, doesn't work for me. And they don't give much context, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. That's the kind of the frustrating part about doing tutorials and guides. But honestly, I was a little wary about it in the beginning. And you could even ask Wolf and some other people that I consult with on this stuff. I wasn't originally going to, and I decided to, and I'm excited. I'm glad I did. It was a good idea, and I'll be doing a lot more with it. Yes. Then let's get to Wolf's thing real quick. So Brink story times. Brink story times. That's going to be the name of it now, Wolf. So don't worry. So I do like doing story time. I have a lot of stories. I've lived in Russia. I've traveled a lot of different places. Honestly, I love traveling. I have not traveled a lot in the past few years, and I'm really sad about it. That's kind of when I want to do my own thing more and more. As doing tech and doing my side projects always just lends to not having a lot of free time. The most traveling I do these days is either going to Vegas, which is kind of by where I grew up, where I visit my parents, which is in southern Utah. I live in central northern Utah. It's not quite north, but it's northern Utah by Salt Lake City, pretty much Salt Lake City. So I visit there, and that's a lot of the traveling I do. If you see my traveling Steam Deck video, that is of southern Utah, the sands and stuff like that. Actually, I'd like to do more content like that with me playing the deck or showcasing the deck out in the good old wilderness. But that would be fun. But I'm not sure to do Brink time on Games Revealed or do Brink time on the Brink's channel. I'm thinking about, honestly, just anything random, playing video games, rants, maybe even I'll do some response content to other Steam Deck and game stuff and all that on that channel. it could be a little bit more bombastic. I want this channel to be a little bit more professional. I don't mind having some goofiness to it. Obviously, I like being a little goofy. I get serious a little bit too much sometimes, but I'm honestly, at heart, I do love my comedy and love laughing. So I will probably be doing that on my alt channel. It's going to be very all abounding. Like it's a way to get some of the stuff I want to get out that I don't want to put on this channel, that I want it to be very specific to video games, video game hardware, Steam Deck, stuff like that. So I'm not going to go too crazy here. So I don't know what people want with that. If you would prefer me to do it here or there, I don't care. I just don't want Brink Storytime to affect the algorithm. So, yeah. One of us brings story time. I don't know what you're talking about, Wolf. Let's see. Think a favorites bar would be better than my apps. Yeah, it's hard because some of them are apps you've added. Some of them are apps that you favorited. And so I would like to figure that out. Honestly, what I'll probably start doing is tracking people on this app launcher. Tracking people, meaning when you click and launch something, I'll add that as an app, add it to the store, so I can, and then I'm going to make it so you have to click a button to add additional things, and you'll have a whole list of them. I think that's gonna be a lot easier because I know once you've got it's like with a lot of like the NVIDIA Shield and stuff like that. Once you've had you've used a couple, they pop up in the main list. Or once you go into their little store area, you can say, hey, I want to put this on the main screen. So I think I'm going to do that. Make it so that people will... I just want to make it easier on everyone. So, yeah, Brink likes to make fun of me. Hey, Wolf, I don't like to make fun. We like to make fun. I don't make fun. We do. Me and you, and sometimes chat. We should do... I mean, we could do Wolf story time already. You have a couple of stories from just helping with the streams and sleeping. But don't need to throw that out anymore. Sorry, Wolf. Yeah, LoJack would know about that. I'm sure some of you too. Like if you remember it was like a month and a half ago. I'm probably going to do like a little bit of Halloween during Christmas time. You guys probably are sick of my Halloween stuff. I had to work. That's what sucks so much too. Being let go. I worked so hard last month. Like I was working probably from 7 or 8 to like 5 or 6. And yeah, I've worked so much longer in the past, but I have kids these days and they're at the age of being, they're not here, luckily, a little annoying. I love them. I like doing stuff with them, but it's hard to concentrate and be in, like, because I can't be at my computer all day. Like in the past, if I worked more, I'd be working in different parts of the house. But any part I'm at that's not down here where this is locked, I get inundated. And sometimes it's okay, but holy crap, man. Do I get destroyed sometimes? Yes, Chalice DJ. Hit that like button, or yeah, thumbs up button, like button. Ron Key. What's up, man? Not much. Doing good. How about yourself? I mean, or does LoJack mean? Okay, so if there's no more stories, I can end the story, or not stories, questions or anything like that, any requests. I do have a list that I've been making. So like a couple of things you can expect. I'm not going to share the list. It's kind of scant right now. But a couple of things you can expect is more Steam Deck accessory reviews. I'm going to have, and also places to find them. So what I'm going to do is I've done so much research into Steam Deck accessories. I own a full tub of them right here. Right here. Of Steam Deck stuff. I mean, there's an INU Air in there, but that needs to get reviewed. I have a bunch more reviews. Some of the reviews I'm not going to do. I'm just going to put a review like with a recommendation and a number on it on the website. You're going to expect a lot of those very soon on there. along with places to find stuff. Even if I haven't reviewed it, you'll still be able to find it. And some of it will be monetized, like with affiliate links. Some of it won't be. It just depends on if it does. I like the reason I say that is I'm not going to not put something up because I'm not going to make money. Now I'm not going to advertise on the site. Like, and if I do have advertisers, it's going to be stuff that's relevant, and it's going to be stuff that'll be in the areas on the site. I really don't want to make it like, trashy. Yeah. So let's see here. Stranger X. Yeah, man. I don't know how you have a whole family on top of moving. Didn't know you got laid off. Yeah, it does suck. But in the end, like I said earlier, it is really fun to work on my projects. I'm going to treat this as a fun venture. Oh my gosh, Quiltzer. You weren't outdone. But yes, thank you. I'll put that money to Quiltzer's fund. I don't know. We'll do something with that money, Quiltzer. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be used. Any donations? Like I said, like I know that I talked about like with my job and all that. Like, yeah, I did well enough in the sense of I didn't need to use the money from this channel to survive or do stuff. I used it, and that's why I have a bunch of stuff, is that I used it to start it up and to also pay someone and also help them out too. So it does go to good places. So, and we're still going to do our charity stream next month, and I'm still going to donate to it. So don't worry about that. Necrosphere, welcome. Always good to have you in the chat. It's okay. You're late to the party. You just missed the announcement, which is okay. It's a sad announcement, but not really. Yeah, I said that and you're like, oh, he's quitting the channel. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, and that sucks too. It's like worst time of the year, to get back to the layoff just real quick, the worst time of the year, worst time of also like just because a bunch of layoffs are happening right now anyways, so it's flooding the market. It's also a really bad time because I just moved, which, I mean, I moved to a place that costs more, yeah, but that is what it is. Oh my gosh, Quiltzer. I'm going to get in there and donate. Oh, what is going on with the chat? Oh, hey, T-Bone, thoughts of The Boys, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? Breaking Bad. I prefer Breaking Bad. And The Boys is pretty good too. That's coming from, if you don't see in the chat, that's coming from, I do stream on Twitch also, just as a heads up. But yes, a lot of Steam Deck game stuff, but yes. If you're talking about The Boys on Amazon, it's pretty good. Very harsh show, but pretty good. I like it. Breaking Bad though, out of those two. Let's see. I swear I missed something. Strange X. Oh, I want to say Stranger X, like Stranger Things, and keep up all the good content, or all the content. Props to you. Thank you, man. Okay, so pizza, nice. I guess you guys can see it on the screen. I don't know. There's something wrong with the multi-stream going on right now in the sense of like YouTube comments aren't coming through, but Twitch ones are coming through. But that is what it is. Yes, Doritos are amazing. So we're going to be wrapping this up very soon. Any last questions? Any last requests for the website content? Anything like that? You can throw it into here. Yeah, you can see. I just figured I'm like, oh, the way you can see it in the overlay, which is so weird. It's also supposed to show YouTube stuff there too, but for some reason, it's broken. I am so close to writing an overlay into Games Revealed and using Games Revealed stuff. Okay, let's say, hey, you can always ask all these things. Do you watch Walking Dead? I watched it up to the 3rd, maybe 4th season, and I want to get back into it. It's too samey. Too much of the same thing. Walking Dead or Breaking Bad? Walking Dead. Zombies all day, every day. There's a reason I have it right here. I love my zombies. Thanks, Chad. We're not gonna leave quite yet, so don't worry. But I want to cut this in around an hour for once, so I can actually get back to working on some content. Gabe, aka Cali Kid 619, Elden Ring or God of War for Game of the Year? Oh, honestly, I really think Game of the Year is going to go to is God of War. I honestly think it might go to that. It's gotten such good reception. Reviews are crazy and everything. That being said, everyone's also loved Elden Ring, so I think you are correct about one of those two being Game of the Year. Would there be a third? Okay, chat. Is there a third option for Game of the Year between Elden Ring and God of War? And then what is Game of the Year for Steam Deck? We should do one of those. We should do our own mock end of the year award show, whatever it is. Yeah, RMS Stone, I can show the budget. Oh boy. That's okay, Bone. Yes, Necrosphere. Sorry to hear about the layoff. I hope you find something soon. Yes, same. I'm also going to be focusing a lot on this. So I do have some severance enough to where I'm going to be working on this for a few weeks. I'll be searching during that time, but I'm going to be doing a ton of work into all this. So you're going to see a lot. I'm wanting to get it into a good place. So even if I do find a job, which I will, but when I do find a job, I will be able to do a lot more with all this content, and you guys are going to get a lot more. And I want to get a lot more feedback. I'm really always curious. I don't like making features or content that people don't like. So I'm just always never quite sure which thing to release. So getting feedback from you guys will be the most paramount thing I can have. Like, if you guys want to help me out, obviously, like when I release the memberships, doing a membership is going to be the most helpful thing almost, I say, because honestly, feedback and what you guys want from both the site and like my website and from the channel is the most useful thing I can get. See here. Lomkey, you can do a guide to run Docker on your Steam Deck. Oh my gosh. A guide on it? Docker? Oh, dude, that'd eat up all the resources. But yeah, I can do Docker wouldn't be that hard. It's just a Linux system. What would you want to do Docker? Docker is more for development. What would you want to use for Docker? Or are you talking about some other program that I'm not familiar with? Because I am familiar with Docker, but as far as the Steam Deck case, let me get away. So I do have a video on it, by the way. Let's see, who was asking again? RMS Stone. I do have a video on it, but I can show you it. Is the hand grip grippy like the JSOX case? No, it's more slippery. It's not bad, but I definitely would say the JSOX case is. Let's see, let's find the JSOX. I have to remember where I put it. Oh well, the JSOX case is less slippery. Like, this definitely doesn't do slippery. I mean, there's a reason why I called it a budget. It's cheaper than the kill switch. It's partially because it just has a lot less to it, minus the kickstand, which honestly is pretty awesome kickstand. I quite like it. I do have that video, but I figured might as well show this real quick. You can see also this lip right here just was not. It's like they really didn't want to do it like the kill switch, which hugs it more. No, we need. It's just they're anatomically correct over there on the chat. That's fine, Wolf. I know. I need to. I will after this, Wolf. Don't worry. Sorry. So let's see here. Sonic, okay, Foonbooter, Sonic Frontiers Game of the Year. I'm gonna have to play Sonic Frontiers because I've heard a lot of good stuff. I don't know if it would be Game of the Year though. We'll see. It all depends on the publication and who's doing it, if that would get Game of the Year. Yes, Necrosphere. Once again, thank you for the well wishes there with the job stuff. Loris, Games Revealed. Well, dude, I just want to say thank you for all you do. Really enjoy your content. Thank you so much. We'll end this soon, but I'm gonna make sure I get to everyone. Necrosphere, Loris, you bet. Lomkey, oh no, just wanted to say something about Docker. I got it running on my Pi 4. Well, nice. Oh yeah, Docker. I'm pretty sure Docker would work. It's just I'm not the biggest fan of Docker. I get it. It eats up so much resources. But I get it though. Like if you're doing a complex piece of software and you want to run it locally, Docker is great for that. So you could there's a lot of things you could potentially maybe use it for the Steam Deck that would make sense, but I'd have to look into it more. But that'd be fun. Honestly, it'd be fun to do a developer video on setting up your Steam. In fact, I think I've talked about that like 4 months ago, doing a video on how to set up your Steam Deck for creating websites, mobile development, all that stuff. I also have done a YouTube channel in the past that's about development a little bit. I've been tempted, if I catch up with everything here, which is a big but, to be doing, get back into my tutorials, which I was about to create a tutorial system for mobile and web development there on another channel, and also on my website for that other stuff, which I'll maybe mention in another live stream or somewhere else. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just, yeah, touching my face a little much. Can the travel cover fit on the JSOX case? Armis Stone, can the travel cover? I'd have to dig for it. I'm digging. Honestly, I'm kind of curious if it will fit. It's one thing I didn't test. I haven't unpacked everything since I've moved, so give me 1 second. It might be a lost cause. Okay. This is the case you're talking about. This is this case. I know I said I was going to end at about an hour, but I was a little late starting, so I'm going to give you to that. Yeah, no problem. Honestly, I want to... Ooh. Another win for the kill switch. I believe the kill switch will... Actually, does the kill switch? I swear the kill switch will work with this. With the cover, it definitely doesn't work with this. I know this isn't the case you're asking. I just wanted to check on this first. Yeah. With the... Yeah. Okay. Let's take this off. This is the crappy part. I really... Yeah, no, I know what you meant. I'm going to do it right now. I just want to see if that worked. Let's catch up on chat while I'm doing this. Because I have to remove this, and I don't want to rip off the triggers or anything. Brink, you need to make me mod on. I will make you mod after this. Let's see. I need some good thumb grips for the Steam Deck. Honestly, I think so far wow, this is a really, I forgot how annoying this is to take off. That's the only problem about this the budget kill switch is that it is not as friendly to put on and take off. Okay, I'm gonna catch up a little bit more and then we'll put the cover on. I need some good thumb grips. Oh yeah, that's right. JSOX makes some good ones. I have them right here. I will also be doing a video on those. Some skins and D-Brands thumbsticks that I'm behind on that they sent me. JSOX and D-Brand are probably the two most notable that I know of. And look at that. It does. It does fit on it. That being said, honestly, I think I like it more with the JSOX. Well, yeah, that was a good recommendation. Maybe we'll... I do like the kickstand, though, on the budget one more, as this one gets a little flimsy. And it's just kind of a weird angle, but this more dock compatible than that one. And the other one is not very. Now, it's not going to cover everything. You can see right here. It's like I'm doing a review. But it's good enough. If you wanted to throw this into your bag, it wouldn't be the end of the world. That being said, it's like with the case it comes with, the protective portion of the case, not the shell. This is easy to, like, if you dropped it, this pops off. So what I'm saying kind of as you throw it in there, make sure that it doesn't get too loose. Shouldn't, but it's a risk that I was a little worried about, or an issue that I was a little worried about. So yeah, it works with the JSOX one, at least this one right here. Which I do. I believe I have this in the descriptions below too, if you're interested, if anyone's interested in that. Okay, back to what you guys have to say. Eddie, as far as I know, no one is doing instructional on development for Steam Deck, like plugins and such. Do you want to know how to make your own plugins, or do you want more plugins? I'm assuming you want to learn how to make your own. That gets very technical. And the systems they're using, they use Python for the back end, which I do know. I'm pretty rusty. I haven't used it in years. And then JavaScript / React in the front end. So there's a lot of that would require of learning. It'd be a series. I'd have to make a whole series on it. Let's just say that. I'm not against it. And maybe I can make it a part of one of my Dev Engage, which is my other side project, which I haven't been doing as much with because of this tutorial there or something like that. But a good idea. See here. Any games you want to see me? I mean, obviously, we do a lot of Steam Deck stuff. Any games you want to see me review? I know that there's a couple of juicy ones that I've been so excited for. Dead Space remake, the Protocol one. We'll be doing some of those. Oh, Cyberpunk. We need to review Cyberpunk. Oh my gosh, Cyberpunk. Oh my gosh. The new update is supposed to make it so smooth. I'm so excited for that. Even the Andre, and welcome Andre. Even the kill switch is kind of hard to take off. Yeah, it is kind of hard, but it's not as hard as this. I don't think this was a little. It's just this is a little less flex to it. That's why I don't think it's as protective for your deck. Like if it falls, there's not as much cushion for it to absorb. Excuse me. I am tempted to do Witcher 3 on my Steam Deck, as right now I'm going through with The Last Remnant. Nice. Dude, let's end the Q&A and we'll keep on doing, awesome. We'll keep on chatting with you guys a little bit longer. Witcher 3 has some amazing parts. I think the beginning's a little slow. Honestly, that's the hardest part about that game. The beginning is kind of slow and boring. I'll be honest, actually, the beginning's very boring. When you're in the first town. I believe it's the first town. Yeah, I think it's the starter town. Once you get a little bit further into it, it gets so good. I need to probably change my camera angles and all that. What do you think of my new setup? I'll have more stuff and we'll do a tour sometime. But yeah. Windy Watch. I welcome Windy Watch. I'm playing Witcher 3 on Steam Deck. I'm level 13 now, and it's so great on the deck. Oh, it is so good on the deck. It definitely could be better. I feel like there's some optimizations that could occur to make it better, but it is really good. I really like it. Lone Key is tempted to also do Witcher 3 on the Steam Deck. The Last Remnant is good. Cool, sir. I'm playing my favorite game, Castlevania. Ooh, Lords of the Shadow. It works great, and you can reduce the performance very low for hours of play. That's one of the nice things, like especially with these older games. They play... Can you afford more stuff? Cool, sir. What are you talking about, afford more stuff? I don't think I'm planning on buying a lot more. I'm going to be getting... I might get a review copy for some of these things. So I have, because I have so many subs on my channel, I can go to some of these sites that will give out keys for me to review and do all that. So let's see here. So Wendy, watch. What do you do for your settings on Witcher 3? I'm kind of curious. I know that there's a lot of settings out there that you can do, but yeah, I'm kind of curious what you do. Brandon Kitchens, we can all review Evil Dead when it's free next week. Nice. I like that idea, Chad. Eddie, I don't have a specific need for myself, just an idea for you to carve out a niche that is not filled. Gotta get those ad sharing dollars. Wait, what was your idea? Did I miss it? Oh, doing the instructional, okay, on the development Steam Deck. My problem is, like, it's not a real problem. It is a good niche, honestly. There's not a lot of overlap between devs, I think, and Steam Deck right now. Meaning, I bet there'll be a couple hundred people that would view it. Not like it's bad, it's just, it doesn't drive growth very well for the channel. I'll still do it, and I'm still going to put it on my list. I have it technically on my list, but I like how you phrased it. I think I'll do it more like that, and it's a great idea. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea in any way. Put it behind a paywall of like $1,000. You guys will pay for that, right? To make your own plugins. I'm just messing, guys. Don't worry. Chalice, Witcher 2 is also... Witcher 1 is getting a remake. I'm hoping Witcher 2 is going to get a remake, so we're going to be able to play these things on the deck soon. I'm excited for that. Witcher 2 is also great on the deck. After a few controller settings and playing it on the desktop mode, it's fantastic. Good to know, Chalice. DJ. Brandon, a.k.a. Chad and Cap. Setup looks dope so far. Thank you, guys. Yeah, no, it's honestly, I'm enjoying it. I need to probably put the camera further back so you guys can see more of it. And I have more ideas for it. But, Coulter, can I afford more stuff? I already have a ton of stuff, and I still have a couple more things I haven't unpacked. Honestly, my last place, my studio, kind of what it was set up back there, and the other one, the back then, I didn't unpack everything. So there's more stuff up here. And I think I also have a helmet. So up in the top, right there, there'll be another helmet there coming very soon. And a statue too. So we'll be having some good stuff. I also have a lot of good stuff coming. Let's just say that. Andre, didn't really notice it was the new place until you mentioned it. Yep. Yeah, no, it is. Like, and I'll have to figure it out, but I definitely want to do more with it and show more because it's really fun. Windy Watch, I'll screenshot my settings, but I capped it to 40 FPS now on 60. It drained my battery too quick. I find 40's pretty good on the deck, honestly. And I've mentioned this so many times. 40, 45 is my sweet spot. If I can get it around there, I don't care. Obviously, on my main computer, I like it to be higher, but 40 is good for me. I played a lot of games at 30. I think, isn't the console still kind of at 30? So it's not like I'm not used to it in certain games. Necrosphere, how do you feel about Steam Deck and 3D printing? Thinking about getting my first 3D printer soon while waiting on Black Friday deals. Ooh, Necrosphere. We have a lot of stuff. So in the Discord, we have a channel with all that. I really like 3D printing for the Steam Deck. I also have a couple more prints I need to do a new video for 3D printing. Down here, I have a room over here that has my 3D printer, and I'm going to be doing more 3D prints. That's another project. I wanted the 3D print and give out a bunch of stuff to people that bought merch and stuff. Maybe I'll have a membership. I don't know. I really want to make perks well worth it for everyone for the memberships. I want us to both get something out of it, really, honestly. And so maybe I'll do some 3D prints and stuff like that. And people, you're always you can always request things, like 3D prints and stuff like that. The thing is, it just might take me a little bit to get to it. So even now, yes, I have a lot more free time. It just, even with the free time, I still have a queue system. And so they might get put at the back of the queue. Memberships will help with that a little bit, I think. Also with the membership, I'll call out people that donate memberships, and yeah, I'll have a list up on the website soon to where you can see all the goodness that's going to come there. Yeah, 40 FPS is the sweet spot. Yep. DJ, it really is. Okay, with that, we're at 116. I need to get some more stuff set up and all that. Cool, sir. Cut out hot dog franks in your ramen noodles. Buy a bag of rice and a bag of beans you can eat for weeks. Cool, sir. You're really, honestly, you're right. 100%. And, yeah. I do have a thing of ramen. I do have a big bag of rice from Costco. And, Costco. And beans, I like beans, but we don't need to get further into the beans thing. Yeah, no, not a bad idea. I'll make my kids eat beans and rice for a couple of weeks, save that money, and buy some more stuff for the back there. I'll get some more collector's editions of things, right? I think that's pretty good. Okay, cut out food for my kids, spend it on collector's editions for games. Thanks, cool, sir. I'll just tell them that you recommended it when they cry when they get beans and rice for the 10th day in a row. But I'll have the collector's edition back there. Funny enough, the mask, the Psycho mask back there from Borderlands, that's actually a mask on top of a mask. That's a stand mask, like the stand with a mask. That's something I'll review in the future. So, with that, Wolf, I love how their chat, it had the Twitch chat is so weird. It's the only thing that's showing up, and it has you please don't at the bottom of the video chat. Honestly, sprinkling a little sugar on the beans for the three kids. I have 2 kids and a dog. I guess the dog might. I don't want to give beans to the dog. That seems like a bad day. Yeah, that's honestly, they'll probably eat it. They'd love it. Exactly, Chad. Maxception. It's stuck on their loam key. It's not stuck. I just didn't have a place to put it, and I like the mask that I'll reveal someday. But I also like the Psycho one. So kind of just, the Psycho one's just a little more poppy so you can see it. If it was the other one, you probably you wouldn't see it because I have the blurring of the background, which maybe I'll go away from now that I have like a good backdrop. But it does help put focus on me. Yeah, so keep an eye out for a lot of stuff. I'll be doing announcements, of course, through posts, Twitter a little bit more. Kind of see all the chaos, like the chaos at Twitter. If you want some drama, you go to Twitter right now. Not that I'm the biggest drama person. Honestly, my feeds are pretty clean. Dude, like people hate Twitter and all that. I usually follow people that are a little less dramatic, with a couple of exceptions. But sometimes, I should have another Twitter account that's just for the drama, so where I can just peek in every once in a while. I don't want to see the drama. I don't want to see like the toxicity every day. I just like to dip in every once in a while and say, hey, anyone alive in this burning building? That's kind of what I like to do. Okay. With that being said, no more comments. I mean, you can do more comments if you want, but we are going to wrap this bad boy up. We just as a recap really quick, lost the job, doing more Games Revealed stuff. Going to have a list up on the website very soon. I will ping out probably a video and also a list where you can go vote. If you're when I get the memberships up this week, you'll also be able to vote before the memberships if you're a user. So if you haven't joined the website yet, make sure to join. You can upvote features and also membership features that you'd like on per tier. And then I'm going to launch the membership. If you subscribe to the membership, then you're going to get extra points to vote for video content and just everything. So there's a lot of different things that I can do, and I'm really excited for that. So keep an eye out. Posts, videos, website. I know I've already gone over this many a time. Andre, you are amazing. Well, hey, you know what? I'm amazing. You're amazing, Andre. You've already done a lot for me. You sent me something. I love it. In fact, I was playing with it just... This is a fun little device right here that Andre got me. It has emulators on it, and it's got the real stuff, and it's got some Chinese knockoffs. It's hilarious. It does have audio too, by the way. You have like Game Mars of JJ, Super Mario 3, Tetris, Dr. Mario, and Mario looks like so interesting. Let's see here. This is Game Mars of JJ. Focus. Game Mars of JJ. Let's see here. We gotta start. Oh, wrong button. I just want to show you real quick. I changed the language. No. Oh well, we're done. So yeah, you can play games on this. It's really fun to just mess around with while I wait for things. Like sometimes I do it in not meetings, but at times where I just didn't have anything else to do. Now everyone's like, oh, we know why he got fired. He was playing games on Andre's gift, and ultimately Andre's no. We're not going to go down that path. I'm just messing. No, thank you guys for all the donations. I didn't ask for it. The biggest thing is, but I appreciate it, and it will go towards all the stuff that I'm doing. So it's definitely going to be go to a good place. It's going to go towards beans and rice, like Quiltzer recommended for kids. No, but it's going to go back into the channel right now. I am searching for another job. I'm pretty hopeful, honestly, and it will be for now be put back into the channel. Whether it goes to me or to editor, it will be very useful, and it's very nice. So thank you so much for all the donations. Hoping the memberships go well and that you guys will be interested in the memberships, because and it's not about money. It's about like offering more and having like a really good trade-off on like hopefully good content from me, but also, and like just a bunch of different content. You'll also be able to have more emojis and all that stuff in the chat, but also just better rapport between us. Which I don't know if that's right. That seems weird to say around those lines. That's really it. I don't have anything more. I'm just going to sit here and just keep talking. So with that, yes, thank you, Wolf. Okay. We're closing this up. Thank you guys for, make sure to like and subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar. Check out the description below. Yeah, if you use affiliate links and all that stuff, it helps me also. If you don't have any means to donate or membership or anything like that, if you plan on buying something from Amazon, especially for the deck, make sure to check out my website, check out the links below. Even just going to one of those pieces and or one of those links and buying something or buying something else even from it does help me out. So thank you guys so much. With that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Later. Check out some more notifications, I guess, in the future because I'll be doing a lot more. Peace out.